Hi guys, welcome back to Footballer Philosopher, and today we're just gonna tackle yet another philosophical or rather just life advice. This is from all my entries and what I've been thinking about. It's also based on my experiences as well, and I hope that my experiences and my insights can help you guys grow and enrich your mentality. Before we start, I'd like to say please excuse the long pauses that I will take. This is an exercise on top of my desire to be efficient with time. I have an hour only between my study sessions, so I want to utilize that hour and cut the amount of takes. So I'm gonna improvise, and I'm going to just try to make this video in one or two takes, and I'll try to limit it to about a 20-minute video, 15 to 20-minute video. Yeah. Now we're gonna go into what you've all been waiting for, and the topic for today is why dishonor yourself. And before I go in, just want to give you guys the inspiration behind why I actually chose this topic. I had noticed that in certain areas of my life, or in general, I was dishonoring myself. There were parts of my life that weren't consistent, parts of my life that were full of contradictions, and there were parts of myself that I didn't want to show to the world. And yes, we may fear ridicule, we may fear backlash, we may fear judgment for who we are, what we do, and what we think. But by not being ourselves, we dishonor ourselves, we shrink ourselves, and we slowly kill our souls, which is why I wanted to delve into this topic and also just remind you and myself that it's okay if people judge you. It's okay if people view you in a certain light. It's okay. And most of the time it doesn't really pertain to you personally. It doesn't pertain to what we actually do. It's just about them. They view it as something that they wouldn't do, or they wouldn't think this way. Maybe they're too scared to think that way. Maybe they're too scared to do that, or other factors. And seeing you being this person, this being, thinking the way you do, doing whatever you do, either scares them or just reminds them of who either they cannot be or who they're scared to be, or just maybe someone they don't like. But it isn't personal. Which is why we must endeavor to fully honor ourselves, honor our words, honor our plans, and give ourselves a fair chance at being who we want to be. Yeah, and so I'll just give you an excerpt of what I wrote on my blog. You can check my blog out. Link is in the description below. Check out my blog. Check out my Patreon as well for more content like this. Back to the topic at hand. Let's start with the excerpt. Let me just check which part I'd like to discuss. Okay, I have it now. Why lie? Why do you not approach that person? Why do you not present yourself to this world? Okay, you're afraid of what might be said about you. You might not want this person's opinion to change, but is dishonor towards yourself better? That guilt you feel after a lie, that drop in confidence when you don't approach that person, and how your soul dies whenever you play small. Is that what you want? To trade your soul for the admiration of others? They don't even admire you. They admire this fake version of yourself. What good is it for you to gain the entire world and lose your soul? It's a scary thing to move away from this, fake version of yourself. You're scared of losing the connections you've made, the people you got to know, and most of all, the comfort you'll sacrifice. By acting in a manner that will bring you honor and pride, you risk people peering into your life. You will have to open yourself. You will have to share your stories. Your weaknesses will be exposed and you will be judged. Damned if you do, damned if you don't. It will be painful. People will use these things against you. You will experience judgment and it will be very uncomfortable. But nothing worth having is attained in comfort. There are sacrifices that will have to be made. People, comfort, seeming holier than thou, etc. They will fall off. But in exchange, you will gain a greater freedom. One that allows you to live the way you want to. One that brings the people and experiences you actually want or need. I think reading this piece, I really do think this is a beautiful piece. Really touched my heart right now, and I hope it has done the same thing for you. Guys, we all have something that we want to pursue. Whether it is a grand dream, maybe you want to do something because you love it, or it could be just you want to do something because you want the money out of it. Either way, we all have our own pursuits. We all have a certain picture, or a certain picture that we paint in our minds of how we want our lives to be. And in pursuing that and in becoming that person who has that kind of life, we will have to make decisions, and many of them will result in people looking at us sideways. It will result in major discomfort, and it will result in trials and tribulations that we will have to go through. they are not by any means easy, but they're doable. They're most definitely doable. And I want you to take your courage. I want you to take that dream that you have, that pursuit that you have, and actually put it at number one, or rather number two. Put God number one, but place it higher than people's opinions, discomfort. Place it higher than anything that might be barring you from starting a certain pursuit, or just being yourself. Because, as I said, when you dishonor yourself, when you allow all these outside factors to come in to your life and dictate your life, people's opinions, discomfort, judgment, and all the other things that may be stopping you, you kill your soul. Your soul sees that, and you can't lie. You can't lie to your soul. You kill it slowly by lying to yourself, by dishonoring yourself, and it really does lead towards a rather bland life, a rather soulless life. So I implore you, honor yourself. Approach that woman or guy you've been meaning to approach. Start that business, even though you don't have the resources. You're watching me on YouTube right now. You actually have a resource. All you need is what you have right now. If you're like me and you want to pursue something in sports, pursue it. See how far you can take it, and give yourself a chance to see what can be instead of what is. I took that from Omega and Missy. But give yourself a chance to see what can be and not just what is. Give yourself that opportunity to actually become that person you want to be, and become a person you admire, become a person who honors him or herself, and live a wonderful life, a rich life full of possibilities, full of abundance, and full of things that you want in your life. Disclaimer: please do not use this for negative purposes, such as I want to drink. Let's say I'm an alcoholic. It's really bad, and I'm just like, I want to drink. Kanya said I mustn't dishonor myself by not taking this drink. I am dishonoring myself. Oh my gosh, blood. You're lying to yourself. You're dishonoring yourself. If you know that this thing isn't good for you, or isn't good for the whole, as in society, please do not take my advice, misconstrue it, and use it in a manner that will have a net disadvantage, or that will disadvantage you or the people around you, or both. Please use this in a productive and positive manner, and I hope you sincerely enjoyed this video. Once again, please subscribe. Check out my blog post. This blog post is on WordPress. please check out my other posts on Patreon as well. I have a goal of reaching 10 paid members by the end of October. That is, my goal is about $100, and yeah, I want to use that as a starting point for my own independence, just lift the burden off of my family and give them the life that they also deserve starting now. So please check out my Patreon. There's also a PayPal link if you cannot subscribe to Patreon, and you will donate however many dollars you feel this channel, this video, or my blog post give to you. If you feel, yeah, that's just about it actually. Thank you for watching this video. Thank you for your support, and I hope you guys have a great day. Peace.